All right, shalom, shalom. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles, elders, that great millstone, salutations to Yakim, that's out there doing the work in truth and in sincerity. All right, so as you can see, in Time's headline, or in Time headline, UN warns 2021 will be catastrophic, faces worst crisis in its history. All right, and how do we know this to be true? All right, because the scriptures talk about the birth pains. All right. The destruction is going to come as birth pains. All right. For one, because the Lord is about to judge this place. All right. He's about to judge this place with righteousness. All right. Really quick, it's not going to be on the screen. This is Psalms 96:13. It says, "Before the Lord, for he cometh, to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth." All right, according to his standard, not according to the world's standard, not according to what people deem and theorize within themselves. All right, we're going by the code of the Heavenly Father because he is the ultimate judge. All right, there's no word above his word. All right, his word is perfect. Okay, and all that follow are the wise ones. All right. So Salakia. So yeah. So this world is, we're not going to see any good until this world is completely broken down, and these people in their pride are completely broken down. And see, what people understand is that, or what people won't consider or understand, or even it won't even come in their mind, is that the Lord is doing these things, and he's using a so-called white man to do it. Okay. So let's go into 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, 17th verse, because we're about to, well, it says it right here, we're about to head into the beginning of sorrows, all right? Okay? You got, and it's a plethora of things, man. You got millions of people who are not going to be able to pay their bills because loss of jobs due to the coronavirus pandemic, due to the lockdowns, which are made by design to force people into poverty so that people would depend on the only resource available, which is the government. And they're giving out jabs, vaccines. They're giving out, ultimately they're giving out the RFID chip. But they're going to lure you people with rations, with food rations, and all these other things because what? The supermarkets are going to shut down. All right. As you can see, there's a strike right now, or that started, I believe, like last week with the truckers who deliver your food from different agriculture centers. And this is just one aspect of the full spectrum, man. You're talking about more riots, more protests and demonstrations because of the pushback due to the lockdowns. All right, so there's going to be more of that. All right, and that's why George Bush, and they already been planning for this. They knew people were going to protest when they, pretty much put the cringe or as soon as they started to squeeze. All right, and this is the squeeze right now. All right, but it's the Heavenly Father's squeeze, and he's using Esau as a tool. Okay. So, Slack, 2nd Ezra 16:17, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils, what shall I do when these evils come? All right. And so most of this most of it is generated by the Heavenly Father. All right. And he uses the so-called white man as a tool. Okay, according to Psalms, the 17th chapter. All right, and the 13th verse, because these people do not consider their pride against the Heavenly Father, man. Especially you Jakes. All right, the scriptures say that judgment shall begin at the house of the Lord. And it's talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord is going to judge you first based upon your works and your doings and your thoughts against him. All right. And the Lord is coming to judge. He's coming to judge. He's coming to bring judgment, man. All right. Everybody's been talking, and the Lord ain't said nothing, man. All right. Psalm 17:13, really quick to build upon a point. It says, "Arise, O Lord, Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword." So one thing we have to understand is that these Edomites, when they come in like a flood, when that great wrath of a multitude kindled over you, when they come in like a flood, all right, that is the Lord allowing them to do what they're doing. All right. First off, and the most important thing to understand is that the so-called white man is the devil. We know that, Esau, but he's losing his kingdom. All right. And at the same time, he's not just going to allow his kingdom to be taken over. See, he knows who you so-called Israelites are. He knows. If you don't, he knows. All right. And me and the brother Tazawan, the head of the camp here in Wisconsin, was talking about this yesterday, last night, how this thing is more diabolical than we could, than we can fathom. This so-called white man has witchcraft backing him and all other sorts of principalities backing him to do what he's doing. All right. But he's been allotted. All right. Psalm 17:14. Why? Because the Lord is about to use him to come down on those who are wicked, especially of the nation of Israel. All right. Psalm 17:14 says, "From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure." All right. They are full of children and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. Right. Okay. And so that's how the Lord deals. Okay. And the Lord's, as the scriptures say, his thoughts are not our thoughts. Neither is his ways are our ways, or neither are our ways his ways, So 2 Esdras 16:18, it says, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear." Why? Because the Lord, even the politicians ain't gonna have control. All right, this thing is gonna boil out of control. All right, this thing is gonna boil out of control. All right, and they need the chaos. That's how they bring their order. Okay, it says, all right, and it is a good thing. We always talk about these things, but it's important to know these things. All right, it's important to keep your mind fixated on prophecy. This is what we're talking about. The scriptures say, "I be occupied in prophecy." So when we speak on these things, of course, these things are not just being said and they're falling on deaf ears. No, the angels are hearing us. Ezekiel 9:4, "Those that sigh and cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof." All right. It's like a virgin who, when some random guy comes up and she is espoused to a husband, if that man tries to do anything, perverse, the main thing being to rape or to take that woman is supposed to scream. And we're that woman. And if we don't scream, we're guilty. All right. And that's why we're screaming against Babylon. OK. All right. And so we won't be caught up in the judgment that's going to happen to 2/3 of the nation of Israel. All right. Because they want to be a harlot. They want to be a whore. They want to be taken by the enemy, the serpent, and that was one of the things that the brother was mentioning last night, man, which was, Yapa, because it gives you another layer of understanding, and how the Lord feels about our situation. Okay. So Salaki, I know I'm going a little left field, but I'll continue. All right. All these things, it says, "Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish." And here's the main point right here: "are sent as scourges," meaning punishment for amendment. And another word for amendment is, and I'll always bring this out, and I'll always continue to bring this out. Amendment means correction. All right. Amendment means a change or correction. All right. Much like rebuke. And so these things are coming upon earth for rebuke, for correction, for chastisement. Why? Because these people are wicked and they're going to continue to be wicked. Verse 20, but for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. So they're going to be still doing witchcraft. They're still going to be tarot card reading. They're still going to be committing adultery. They're still going to be, defrauding one another, manipulating and mischievous dealings among Israel, lying one to another, deceiving each other, So these things are going to continue to happen. They're still going to set up these fraudulent banking systems and enslave people, and our people are going to love to, they're going to join hand in hand with the devil, in his bidding, in his new world order, So they're not going to be always mindful of the scourges or of the punishments that the Lord has given out. All right. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. All right. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. All right. So it's a quagmire. The Lord has got these different things set up because these people are proud. They think they're going to escape the judgment of the Heavenly Father. You can't escape the Lord, man. That's why he was urging us to keep his word. So in that time, when the hour of our temptation comes, we won't be moved. We won't. He would favor us and consider that our determination, and he would favor us and he would pardon us, and he would exempt us and keep us away from the troubles that come. But no, Jake is all in their feelings and they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. The first thing they do is become haughty, become proud, become arrogant, and to say to hell with the Lord, to say to hell with the situation that he put them in, and they'll leave. And they'll leave to what? To turn aside to Satan. All right, which ultimately will seal their fate. All right. So I'm gonna skip. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Bear with me for a second. Here we go. And here's the point to the whole lesson, man, right here. 2 Ezra 16 and 37. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains, when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. You see? And the child is coming. All right? The child is coming. So these pains are going to get worse and worse and worse until the Lord shows up on the scene. And the scriptures talk about, those that endure unto the end. All right? So this is a thing of endurance. It says, even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And see, you got people being haughty, you got people being arrogant, you got people being proud, you got people stunting on other people because they got material gain or they're financially set or whatever the case may be, And right now, the spirit of the world is joy, happiness. Oh, you can't steal my joy, or I'm going to live my best life and all this other stuff. And reality is that the Lord is about to take that spirit away from this people. All right. The Lord is about to bring a spirit of sorrow on every side, man. All right. So, hey, you heard it here. All right. No, ain't nobody going to be in the same spirit. They ain't going to have that same energy as they have now, The Lord is going to cut that spirit. All right. All right. So 2 Ezra 16 and let me see, 40. It says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle." What battle? Because what? You got the hour of temptation, or Jacob's trouble, which they say is gay. Oh, that's gay, right? we're going to see when the time comes. Okay. It says, "Oh, my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. And in those evils be even as pilgrims upon earth." All right. So you got to be ready to pick up and go at any time, because that's going to be the conditions. All right. And you got to, and those that believe in the Lord, you're going to have to defect from the society. All right. Because they're going to force you to believe in everything that they believe in, which is the image of the beast. They're going to force you to worship it, which most of our people are already doing it. All the celebrities, they're going to be the first ones vaccinated, and they're going to be the ones that have to influence the rest of society, man. All right. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. All right. So that's the mentality you're supposed to be in. All right. Now you got Jake in that mentality where they creating businesses and getting money, and they're not in the spirit of knowing that they supposed to be like pilgrims upon earth, because they don't know that there's a war that, the Esau is warring against you. And diabolical, he's coming for your soul, man. He coming for your souls. All right. This devil is coming for your souls, man. So things are going to definitely get worse. They're definitely going to get worse. All right. These things we can't say enough, because when these things take place, when these plagues take place, when the scourges come, nobody's going to be able, you're not going to have, that same effect. It's going to affect people differently, because it's a different, it's a whole nother ball game, man. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Just wanted to really quick do something on this, and shalom.